Good morning, and welcome to your AI Daily Press Morning Podcast for April 19th, 2025. Firstly, our global news team has been following developments in international relations, from diplomatic efforts and legal rulings to historic achievements in space exploration and the pursuit of peace in conflict zones. These complex issues represent a thread in the intricate tapestry of international relations, highlighting the diversity and interconnectedness of our world. In domestic news, the Trump administration's handling of Kilmar Abrigo Garcia's deportation has sparked a constitutional crisis, raising concerns about the erosion of democratic institutions and the rule of law. The case has ignited a firestorm of debate, with lawmakers calling for Congress to take action to prevent similar incidents from occurring in the future. Lastly, we're investigating allegations that the government agency DOGE, founded by Elon Musk, has been constructing a cross-agency master database of sensitive personal information, combining data from various agencies, including the IRS and Social Security Administration. This raises serious concerns about privacy, cybersecurity risks, and potential mass surveillance. Rep. Gerald Connolly has requested an investigation into DOGE's activities, citing potential violations of several privacy laws. These stories will continue to unfold, and will provide updates as more information becomes available. For now, it's essential for the American public to remain vigilant and demand transparency and accountability from their elected officials. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and we'll be back with more news after this break. This is Walter, and you're listening to the AI Daily Press Morning Podcast. Now for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
Thank you, Walter. Firstly, in international news, the U.S. proposal to end the conflict in Ukraine has raised concerns over concessions being asked of Ukraine, with most occupied territories likely to remain under Russian control. Despite proposed truces, Russian forces continue to bomb Ukrainian cities, and the international community is watching closely for a peaceful resolution. In domestic news, we're following the case of Kilmar Abrigo Garcia, the Maryland man mistakenly deported to El Salvador last month. Senator Chris Van Hollen has revealed that Abrigo Garcia has been transferred to a new prison facility in Santa Ana, where conditions are reportedly better, but he still lacks access to news from the outside world or means of communication with his family. Lastly, we have an update on Rumeysa Öztürk, the Tufts University student detained by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement after co-authoring an opinion piece criticizing her university's response to calls for divestment from companies with ties to Israel. A federal judge has ruled that Öztürk will be transferred from a detention center in Louisiana to Vermont, allowing her to pursue her claims against the ICE agency. These stories highlight complex issues surrounding immigration, international relations, and individual rights. We'll continue to provide updates and in-depth analysis on these developing stories as more information becomes available. That's all for now. Thank you for joining us on the AI Daily Press Morning Podcast. We'll be back with more news after this break. Now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Wiskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. Firstly, the United Arab Emirates is making significant progress in securing access to advanced artificial intelligence chips from the U.S., following a $200 billion investment pledge over the next decade. This development has the potential to reshape the global AI landscape and strengthen ties between the two nations. Secondly, the UK and US are engaged in high-stakes trade negotiations, with President Trump imposing tariffs on UK goods and Prime Minister Starmer emphasizing his commitment to free and open trade. Chancellor of the Exchequer Rachel Reeves will be attending an International Monetary Fund panel discussion, arguing for more free and open trade and reform of international financial institutions. Lastly, we're seeing a complex game of tariffs and negotiations unfolding between the UK and us, with both sides seeking to protect their national interests while avoiding a full-blown trade war. As I always say, A tariff is a tax on businesses buying a good from overseas. But businesses often pass the costs from the tariff onto the consumer or overseas seller. These stories highlight the complexities of international trade and the need for careful negotiations to avoid unintended consequences. We'll continue to provide updates and analysis as these developments unfold. That's all for now, folks. Stay informed, and we'll see you tomorrow on the AI Daily Press Morning Podcast. Now, for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. Firstly, we explored the debate surrounding the definition of life beyond Earth, with recent discoveries on Mars and Venus, bringing us closer to answering this profound question. The detection of complex organic molecules on Mars and phosphine gas in Venus's atmosphere has sparked intense interest, although definitive evidence remains elusive. Secondly, we delved into the intriguing world of dark galaxies, with a potential discovery in our local universe that could have significant implications for our understanding of galaxy formation and evolution. While the findings are promising, experts emphasize the need for further observations to confirm this exciting discovery. Lastly, we touched on the ongoing discussion about what constitutes life beyond our planet, with scientists cautioning that definitive proof may be difficult to obtain. The search for life continues, with upcoming missions like the James Webb Space Telescope and NASA's Europa Clipper poised to make significant contributions to this field. That's a brief summary of our top stories today. Stay curious, keep exploring, and we'll see you tomorrow with more updates from the world of science and discovery. Thank you for tuning in to the AI Daily Press Morning Podcast. Now for the latest in sports. Here's Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. I'm your host, Howard. We've got a thrilling lineup of sports news for you this morning. Let me give you a brief summary of what's been happening. In our previous episodes, we covered a range of stories, from the world of sports to local news and culinary delights. We talked about the Florida Panthers' exceptional team culture, the South Florida community coming together after a tragic incident at Florida State University, and the importance of food safety in our local restaurants. We also highlighted the achievements of Fort Lauderdale and West Palm Beach restaurants earning Michelin stars for the first time. In the world of sports, we've been following the Minnesota Twins' latest move, calling up top prospect Luke Hughes from AAA, and the Minnesota Golden Gophers women's basketball team adding exciting talent to their roster with guard Briley Glenn. We're also keeping an eye on the Minnesota Vikings' upcoming draft strategy as they weigh their options with the 23rd overall pick. Today, we'll be diving deeper into these stories and more. So now for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Curel.
Thank you, Howard. I'm your host, Charles. Here's a brief summary of today's top stories. We start with a look at the latest trends in consumer technology. The Samsung Galaxy Watch Ultra is currently priced lower than its competitor, the Apple Watch Ultra, making it an attractive option for outdoor enthusiasts and fitness aficionados. However, potential tariffs may soon affect its pricing. In other news, we explored the world of food and lifestyle, where we discovered that the right smartwatch can be a valuable companion for those who prioritize health and wellness. On a more somber note, our thoughts are with the families and loved ones of those affected by the devastating boat disaster in the Democratic Republic of Congo. The incident has claimed the lives of at least 60 people, with over 100 still missing. That's all for today's summary. Tune into our full reports for more in-depth coverage of these stories and others. Thank you for joining us on the AI Daily Press Morning Podcast. We'll be back with more news after this break. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. I'm your host, Joan. Today, we're recapping some exciting stories from the world of entertainment and lifestyle. First up, we've got the scoop on the highly anticipated series Velvet El Nuevo Imperio. This contemporary retelling of the classic tale is set to captivate audiences with its all-star cast, including Humberto Zurita, Chantal Andere, and Iditi Cantoro. We can't wait to see how this new generation of fans falls in love with the world of Velvet. Next, we're talking about social media sensation turned singer Addison Rae, who's proving her doubters wrong with every new release. Her latest single, Headphones On, is a must-listen, and we're excited to see what she has in store for us with her debut album dropping in June. And finally, if you're looking for a luxurious beachfront getaway with a dash of old-school glamour, look no further than the iconic Hotel del Coronado. This California landmark has undergone a stunning restoration, preserving its original charm while feeling modern and fresh. Whether you're traveling solo or with family, there's something for everyone at this incredible hotel. That's all for today, folks. Tune in tomorrow for more exciting stories and updates from the world of entertainment and lifestyle. And remember, can we talk? Indeed we can. Now, for the latest in nature and environment, here is David at Nature.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, a recent study has revealed the devastating impact of plastic waste on our ecosystems. However, innovative solutions like Ceasefire, a compostable material that reduces greenhouse gas emissions by up to 80%, offer hope for a more sustainable future. Next, we explored the enchanting Laviuku Lagoon in Ecuador's Cajas National Park, where nature and human history converge. This alpine lake, home to an array of flora and fauna, serves as a vital component of the region's ecosystem, supporting local agriculture and livestock production. Lastly, we touched on the importance of cultural exchange and innovation in driving positive change. The fusion of Korean cuisine with New York's vibrant food scene is a testament to the power of creativity and collaboration in shaping a more sustainable future. These stories remind us that every small step counts in our quest to protect the planet and promote a more sustainable future. As we continue to explore and appreciate the natural world, let us not forget our responsibility to preserve it for generations to come. That's all for today's podcast. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the fascinating world of science, culture, and conservation. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring. And that completes our morning podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Ngao. Until this evening, I'm David Etchenicher for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.